Hey, good morning, and how are you guys doing today? So, we're back and we're going to be revising on Echoes of the Cosmic Veil. Of course, this is going to be book one. I'll write book two at a way later date after we give a little bit of space and time. I do hope you guys are doing amazing. I actually woke up way early this morning, and so I'm not as discombobulated as I've been. Maybe that's going to be the trick. I didn't do it on purpose. I just slept crappy. I mean, it's what it is. Hold on one second. Let me get chat up. Boom. Got chat up. Okay. Are we ready to do this? I hope so too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's. I go and tell you guys I'm not discombobulated, and then I'm not as smooth as I would like to be. Hold on one second. I was just making sure we have actual chat up. So, if you were in the previous mornings, by the way, it is 5 a.m. here, and it let me know it's going to be god awful temperature. Ooh. All kinds of stuff popping up. It let me know. Really hot today, which I hate. So, early in the morning, we're going to work through this real quick. I do have coffee here. I am more awake than normal. So, like, that should be interesting. I say that. Let's test it, right? Okay. I woke up hoping that the previous day had been a bad dream that would that I would just wake from. Um, I'm gonna change this immediately. I woke up hoping that the previous day had been a bad dream. Okay. I woke up hoping that the previous day had been a bad dream, but it was firm reality at this point. My friend Trag was now dead, along with several of the ship's crew. Blake was barely clinging to life. Kiara seemed to want nothing to do with me, and my friends considered the whole of what happened as mostly my fault. Okay, I'm gonna break that up. I don't feel I have. Okay, now I have chat up. You guys are awesome. Hope you're doing great. Blah blah blah. I am awake today. You guys really are amazing. Um, this is too big in one shot. You know what I mean? Where did we get out of control? The sad thing is, okay, blah blah blah. My friend Trag was now dead, along with several of the crew. We're gonna period that right there. Blake was barely clinging to life. And Kiara seemed to want nothing to do with me. See, we don't like. I got out of control there with the. When you have ideas, you just slap them down. It doesn't matter. My friends considered. Worse than that. comma, my friends considered the whole of what happened my friends okay, worse than that, my friends placed, okay, boom, fixing it. Worse than that, my friends placed the majority share of the blame on me. Okay, so let's go back through this, double check that it actually makes sense and stuff. Oh crap, I didn't even look at the screen. I apologize. I have this set up wrong. Boom. Okay. Holy crap, guys. I go and tell you, oh, I'm so awake this morning. I've got my stuff together. Then I'm like typing, excited, making changes. You guys are like, what the heck are you talking about, Donald? Yeah, it's okay. I won't even edit that out. We'll just accept that whole situation and yeah, right? Psh. Moving forward, I hope so. Okay, so we do have the actual writing up. Man, I'm sorry about that. So, ready. I woke up hoping that the previous day had been a bad dream, but it was firm reality at this point. My friend Trag was now dead, along with several of the ship's crew. Double check the space. Yep, spacing's right. Blake was barely clinging to life, and Kiara seemed to want nothing to do with me. Worse than that, my friends placed the majority share of the blame on me. The sad thing. Oh, you know what? We don't have to say the sad thing. It'll be known by the fact that it is sad. But it not. Okay. I knew most of what happened was my fault, but had not expected to have no one in my corner. I could easily set up a program to monitor Daniel and Eric and given me alerts, but I failed to think about it at that time. At the time, I made a huge mistake in letting myself get distracted and getting off task. Daniel and Eric were able to use my mistake to plant multiple devices around the ship, including a small bomb. Do I need to call it small? I don't think I do. Let's call it small, including the small bomb that killed Trag. The result of my mistake had cost lives, along with a complete loss of the ship's armory from the results of the secondary detonation. This had cost us a considerable amount of ship. Oh, of the ships. Overall small arms and security droids. On top of that, Daniel had managed to get a message out to the Illuminati, which meant likely a elven ship of some kind was on the way with hostile intent. I'm going to remove the likely part. Boom. I wanted to make things right, was not even sure where to start. I headed to Kiara's quarters and attempted to talk to her. After trying again and again, she finally came to the console with a lashing response. Look, Sam, I don't think we should talk or spend time with each other anymore. Your friends think I took advantage of you and your weakness for damaged women. The sad thing is, I did take advantage of you, Sam. I knew you would be able to get into the med. Do you want to just call it med bay? Yeah, med bay. Jesus Christ. We have too long of a sentence here. I. Oh, wait, no, it's not a single sentence. The sad thing. Not the sad thing. The thing is, comma. I did take advantage of you, Sam. Period. I knew you'd be able to get into the med bay and help me get stronger drugs. When I came to your room. Worse than that, I really did like you, but I still took advantage of you to score. So that I'm liking. I I had chose to offer my help. I had chose to offer my help to Kiara. Help. I chose to offer my help getting Kiara into the med bay. Okay. Switching this. It. Okay. It. It had been my choice to get Kiara into the med bay. And in no way. Oh. Hold on. Let me make sure of how we're gonna say this because this is crap word. In no way felt I had been manipulated into doing anything I had not wanted. Okay. So I have the idea of what I was trying to say there, but I'm gonna admit to saying it badly. So okay. In no way was I a child to be manipulated into anything. Okay. I think we have it fixed. Where's that? Okay. It had been my choice to get Kiara into the med bay. In no way was I a child to be manipulated into anything. I knew it was fully my choice. Oh, no. The idea, in fact, angered me to the point that I sharply replied, Kara, you know, you in no way manipulated me into anything. I full well offered to help you knowing I wanted. Oh, and we can just say the word. I don't know why I added this there. By the way, I wrote the scene. It is straight. Um, oh, let's cap block. Like that. That way we're making it extreme somehow. I don't know. Boom. Okay, I'm not gonna read that out loud, but that you know what we're saying here. I full well offered to help you, knowing I wanted to, and nothing else. As for my friends thinking I was so easily manipulated by some damaged woman just because she's gorgeous, that is on them. That's it, Sam, isn't it? Oh, okay, so boom. Okay, so this goes down here. Hold on 1 second. Just reading through everything. Okay, boom. Now I have to fix this stuff down here. Okay, ready. He says the mean thing. The anger in Kara's voice. Do we want any other features to change? Hey, good morning, Bacon. I hope you're having a great day. Oh, interesting. I'll have to check that out. I have to get on there and load some stuff onto the marketplace anyway and stuff. Okay, so ready for this crap? So we have to fix that. Obviously, she's not going to appreciate being told that, like, hey, he just helped her because he wanted a piece. That's not going to go well. What other things do we. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Think we got this? Watch this crap. Okay, the anger in Kiara's face was instantly apparent. Her nose flared, her neck tensed. Then her voice came sharply. Sam, you asshole. Boom, that's gold right there. I'm just joking. Hold on, checking the spacing. That's it, Sam, isn't it? I'm damaged and just another broken doll. Um, Drew, let's fix this. That's it, Sam, isn't it? Okay. That's it, Sam, isn't it? I'm just a damaged. I'm just. Nope. Okay, hold on. I'm moving some stuff. Okay. That's it, Sam, isn't it? I'm just another damaged and broken doll for you to have as a plaything. I know you liked me, and I really did like you. If you want to say I was just a, and we're just going to put the word because we're actually past that point that we're actually, I think we all know. That's fine, but I know you're lying. Not, I need some time alone. Okay, let's move this get out of my face part to the end. Okay, I know you're lying. I get you're going through some stuff, but you have no idea what I've been through. Okay. Not only do I have responsibility to share on what happened, but Akio had Mia and I get information out of Daniel. We tortured him for hours before he finally passed. Mia with her magic, and me inside his mind. I'm not the kind of person. I'm not this kind of person. Let's change that to that kind of person. Right? Hey, good morning. How are you doing? And what are we about? What was the about for it? I hope you're all kicking butt, by the way. I thought I was all like super awake until I was just streaming to like my face, and then I realized not as awake as I thought. Okay, let's see what goes on here. Dun, dun, dun. We've got pissed off angry girl. Okay, so she does say right here, we have it where she says, just leave me be and stuff. I'm not that kind of person, so I want you to just leave me be. Leave me be or leave? Okay. Super angry right there, but that's what we're going for, right? I'm not that kind of person, so I just want you to get out of my face and give me some space. No, too many things that sound alike. Space and face did not sound good. I agree. Okay, so let's figure this out right now. We don't like that crap at all. We know this chick's pissed off. Okay, I think we fixed it, and it's more realistic. Well, yeah, I don't know yet. I have no idea what I'm doing there. But I get you. I'm not trying to make Sam mother hen, Brandon, but it could appear that way. I have no idea. Honestly, that's the fascinating thing. I think everybody can read something and interpret it different ways, prospectively. I don't know though. So let's see here. My phone is bossing me already today, guys. This is not funny. We don't like that. Okay. I was not sure what to say, so I just told her, Kiara, it's not your fault. I know you're a good person, and I'm sorry for what I said. Maybe we can make things right and fix the situation. Okay, so we're gonna put it as maybe we can fix whatever this situation is with us, which is probably not what a girl would want you to say in any capacity. After sitting there for a few minutes with no response, I decided to leave and give her some space. Let's double check. I need to stop being self absorbed and give me some time for my own issues. Okay, so that we're okay with all of that. How much more? Holy crap. This needs broken up somewhere. We'll get there. I walked into the med bay. Toby, Sarah, and Zach looked to be staying overnight. To have stayed overnight watching Blake. He was still in the regeneration chamber, but his wounds looked to be almost healed. Or to be mostly healed. Do we want almost or mostly? I think it should be almost because I said it. I could feel the tension. I could feel the tension. Okay, we're going to take they out and just say who the they is. I could feel the tension as my friends seemed to be actively working not to speak to me. I attempted to find the words that would convey how sorry I was for everything, but when I spoke, all that came out was, I'm sorry. Zach was the first one who ever looked up, saying, oh, wait, we need to break this up. I attempted to find the words that would convey how sorry I was for everything. Boom. That's why. This is a period. 1, 2. I'm sorry. Oh no, that's the wrong punctuation. Zach was the. Okay, Zach was the only one who even looked up, saying, Sam, you messed up. You should have been watching them, like we had talked about, but you chose to get distracted over a girl. You should be finding out why anyone in the corporation would have sent those guys with us. Maybe you should make sure that we're not still in danger. Okay, that I'm okay with. I knew his words hit me. I was not wanted there. I think we could just say that he knew he was not wanted there. Hold on, let me read this. Oh, I don't know anything about that stuff. That I don't follow anybody's stuff at all like that. I stay off of most social media outside of just doing uh, YouTube. That's why I deleted my Facebook a while ago. Like, Facebook is drama, guys. Okay, I was not wanted there, and that was. And that was not wanted there, and that he was right about needing to find. I was clearly not wanted there, but okay. I was clearly not wanted there. Jesus. Okay, now we have it. I was clearly not wanted there, but Zach was right about needing to find out why Daniel and Ethan were brought along. Okay, boom. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's crazy. It had been clear Akio did not trust them. Okay. It had been clear Akio did not trust them, but he did not watch over them either. Uh, Oh, that's horribly spelled. Okay, precautions. 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 Okay, we fixed it. But he didn't take any precautions. I left, heading to find Accio and hopefully get a better understanding of what had occurred. Okay. I caught up to Accio on the bridge. Kyoto, Mia, and Washington were with him at the tactical station, actively working on something. Captain Coach sat in her chair, commanding her vessel, with a look of concern fixed upon her face. I took a second to gather my nerves and sort out what I would ask and how. Then, as I approached Accio, my thoughts boiled over. Why were Daniel and Ethan on this ship? I know you did not trust them. Did you know this would happen? Okay, you know what? That's way too much stuff. Let's explanation the blah blah blah. Like this, right? I know you didn't trust them. Explanation, because that's like he angered too. And then, you know what? There's this excited, you can do this. And I don't remember which way it is. If it's supposed to be the question mark first or the explanation point. But there's some kind of symbol that is the combination of an excited explanation. I mean, an excited question. And we're going to leave that there until I look it up, okay? Just going to tell you that. Did you allow this to happen? No. You know what? Let's leave it like that. Boom, boom, boom. One. Nope. I felt I overly questioned stuff. Why would anyone at Vermatech Corporation send them with us? Okay, so we've got all those questions thrown at him. Is this the only note we have to break up? No, it's not even. Akio's head lifted, looking directly at me. Mia stepped forward, moving between us, as if I might leap forward to attack him. Hold on one second. Akio placed his hands on Mia's shoulder as if to let her know to stand down as he stepped past her towards me. Akio was calm. Look, Sam, I didn't intend your friends being hurt. It was not my choice that Daniel and Ethan were with us. Yep. Period. Boom. I did know. I did know I could not trust him. Now, let's do this. I was aware. I was aware I could not trust them. Hold on one second. I was aware I could not trust them. Comma. So, I was aware I could not trust them, so I used the situation to feed them false information because I needed to control what the Elamari knew. See, boom, we got that fixed. As for why someone in Vemertech wanted Daniel and Ethan to be on board, I believe we have a traitor. Someone with enough power to pull strings. Your friends getting hurt was not part of the plan. Akio's explanation did not calm my anger at the situation, and was not enough to explain why, especially with people dead and Blake unconscious in the regeneration chamber. Okay, so we're now all the way to here. Boom. Now we need to find out where the heck we need to break this up. Why, though, I demanded, as anger took over and I noticed my hand was now tightly clenched in a fist. Double check. Akio seemed to notice as he stepped back from me, his voice now less calm. Sam, the Alamari are gaining power. And it is known that they are building for a new war against the corporations, against the whole of mankind. At least the ones not loyal to them. Hold on. Okay, Sam, the Olamari are gaining power, and it is known known that they are gaining that they are building that it is known that they are building for a new war against the corporations. Almost. Oh. Okay, Sam, the Alamari are gaining power, and it is known that they are building for a new war against the whole of mankind and anyone not loyal to them. Okay, we fixed that. That was horrible. Hold on 1 second. I needed some type of bait, which we had by leaking information that we had found the location of Dr. Amelia Carton. Once Daniel and Ethan were forced upon me, I knew the trap had worked, and it provided me a new opportunity. Without thinking, okay. Anger flushed over with me, and without thinking, enraged by Trag's death, okay. We're gonna leave this probably. Hold on. Let's read it. Anger flushed over me, and without thinking, okay, anger flushed over me. Enraged by Trag's death and the idea my friends could die in some game as bait, I lunged forward and swung at Akio. His movement was clearly enhanced through cybernetics, even beyond what I had considered. Oh. I was like a child. He simply moved out of the way of the blow. Akio had moved so quickly. I. Akio had moved so quickly I could only track him because the enhanced capabilities of the AI as he moved behind me. He easily moved behind me, tapping me on the shoulder as a signal to stop. Mia raised her hands as if to ready a spell to cast at me, but seeing there was no remaining threat, did nothing. Sam calmed. Okay, so this is where we're gonna break it up. Is that how? Oh, frick no. Yeah, I'm gonna break it up here. Sam, calm down. Look, we need to provide a reason for the elves to make a move, and now they will. They will send one of their warships, which is what we need to test if we can defeat them. Okay, so I'm gonna fix this. Sam, calm down. Okay, I think I have it. Sam, calm down. Look, we need to provide a reason for the elves to make a move, and now they will. They will send one of their warships. As you know, if we cannot defeat the elven warships, we cannot win the war. So this is that important. Can we win the war? The answer will be found soon. I turned to face Akio again, feeling confused. So what about getting Dr. Kern, your corporate officer? We were actually going to rescue her. Oh. Are we actually going to rescue her from the prison Hulk, or is that just made up to trick us into playing our parts as fools? Okay, we're good there. Akio took a deep breath, as if to consider telling me more or not. Sam, we're going to get Amelia if everything goes right. She is one thing we know we could force the wait. But okay, everything goes right. She is very valuable, but she also happens to be the one thing we knew would force the elves to act. They fear her. We needed to have something threatening enough that they would act without hesitation so we could get them to fall into a trap. Elves are very cautious and hard to bait, but they would never take the risk of her being free. Okay, so see, that's good. We've got that scary. We've defined that she is a threat to some stuff, right? Let me scoot down here and see how much more. Let's break this out. Boom. I had learned enough about Amelia from the AI to explain why the elves would fear her. Let's check this. I knew she had been a scientist, but the AI seemed to have blocked out any real information of what exactly she worked on. Sorry, guys, we gotta fix this stuff. I also knew from stories from before the Great War that elven warships were not something to take lightly. They were massive, with outer hulls several meters thick, consisting of hard composite alloys, and shields that very few weapons had ever penetrated. Okay, boom. The idea that a cargo ship was going to do anything but be a target was beyond me. Needing to understand more, I asked Akio, you say you're laying a trap, but how is a cargo ship going to do anything against an elven warship? Akio smiled a devilish smile. That's because they expect it to be just that, a cargo ship. But what is more important than the cargo? We, Sam, will be testing a new weapon. Okay. Okay. That is because they will be expecting to be just that, a cargo ship. But what is more important than the ship? What it's carrying, Sam. We will be. Wait, what it's carrying. That's where the comma goes. What it's carrying, Sam. We will be testing a new weapon. One that will take it. Wait. One that will make all the advantages they have null. Okay. Sam, we will be testing a new weapon. What it's carrying. Okay. Sam, we will be testing a new weapon. Oh, okay. Sam, we will be testing a new weapon. A weapon that will make all the advantages they have null. Um, that is as much as I can say for now, but I promise if everything goes right, we will take them. Period. Okay, a weapon that will. What? A weapon that will make all the advantages they have null. That is as much as I can say for now, but I promise if everything goes right, you will see the wreckage of an elven warship. Then we will. Then we will free Amelia Kern. Boom. I felt somehow calmed by what Akio had said. Man, I'm just sloppy now. Let's see this. I felt somehow calmed by what Akio had said. I also knew there was something strange about wait. I don't need also. I felt calmed. Not somehow. I felt calmed by what Akio had said. I knew there was something strange about the external cargo pods from when I had been inside the ship's system. I was willing to see things play out and just hoped I could find a way to make things right with my friends. Okay, Akio, I'm glad you told me what you have. I hope it works out for us. Uh. Dun, 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 dun. Mustache is itching the crap out of me. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to figure out what to say here. I'll have it figured out in 1 second. Okay, my anger subsided and Akio relaxed. I'm going to change this a little bit. One, two. I turn to walk back to my quarters. Okay. Just want to see if we need a transition into this next one. Okay. I think we have chapter 13 done. I'm going to have to read through. I'm also going to have to double check some stuff here, but this looks done. That's pretty girthy. Okay, yep. Well, I want to thank you guys for hanging out and, well, just being awesome. I hope you guys are doing epic in your own personal lives and stuff, and that you're keeping drama and chaos to a minimum. Outside of that, peace and very best wishes, and I'll see you tomorrow.